Oh, good morning. It is Monday morning and it is just so cold outside this morning. We have that biting cold air that's hanging around across the UP for this Monday morning. And overall, our pattern is staying cold and below normal. So, we're going to quickly talk about the trend on temperatures and how things are looking for this week, the rest of the month. And we're going to talk about our snow chances because we do have a couple of disturbances that will be coming in, some rounds of some light snow in every single round. And so I'll time those out for you to get you going for a good chunk of this week. But overall, the pattern is cold and snowy. Chances for snow every single day. Welcome to winter, right? Here's a look outside the station in Agani Township, US 41. Clear skies out there this morning. It is relatively quiet. We don't really have any strong winds or anything like that. That calm night really allowed some areas to dip down below zero. So many spots have been in the single numbers to single numbers below zero. But looking ahead over the next 6 to 10 days, we're still expecting significantly below normal temperatures across the Great Lakes and the Northeast. So this is a probability of around, I would say 40 to about 70% probability for the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, and the East and Northeast to be well below the normal here in the next 6 to 10 days. Going out to about 8 to 14 days, below normal still across the Great Lakes. And overall, rounding out the month of December, still below normal. I would say a probability of about 20 to about 30% of below normal temperatures expected for that stretch. So if we get disturbances and some moisture to come through with that cold air, that means more bouts of snow. Overall, looks to be kind of a snowy December. We're still looking at slightly above normal precipitation, even through the rest of this month of December, even though we barely just started it. So it is the 8th of December. Right now, we're looking at single numbers below zero in many areas and in the interior inland locations. But, if you live on the shorelines, you'll notice there's a slight difference. It's a bit milder on the shorelines as compared to those higher elevations, as compared to our interior areas. When you live along those big bodies of water, you can expect moderated temperatures. I mean, that's just it. 17 degrees over at Copper Harbor and 6 over at Munising. We have single numbers below zero inland. Under clear skies, calm conditions. Whew, it is cold out there. Took my car about 20-25 minutes to warm up this morning. Even though my remote start is 15 minutes, it just wasn't enough to get it all nice and toasty. So, going to be a little bit of a long day if we're not big fans of that biting cold. I like the snow. I actually enjoy the snow. I'd rather the snow than the cold. What about you? Okay, temperatures today into the teens this afternoon. So, we're looking at those upper teens for most of the UP. We're supposed to be at 29 for this time of year and mid teens inline. Chances for snow almost every single day. And here's our next one that we're timing out for tonight. It's a clipper system, big swath of widespread snow. It comes in during the overnight hours. That means that tomorrow morning we're waking up, getting going. Before you get going, know you're going to have to maybe brush some snow off of your vehicle tomorrow morning. We'll have some snow covered roads and potentially some slippery spots as well. So that rolls on out. And then there's going to be a second clipper system on the heels of that first one that comes in. Now, the second one, here's the difference with the second one. The second one is mainly going to be impacting areas in Wisconsin and across the lower peninsula. So it looks like the main system will be just farther south of the UP. We still get some snow and we still get some lake effect there after that. So this is how it looks. Yeah, so most of that heavy snow for Wisconsin and the lower peninsula going into Wednesday morning. But the lake effect snow kicks up for us behind that. There are some alerts to make note of. There are some winter weather advisories in the eastern UP, and that's for tonight through tomorrow morning. And that's because there's a band of lake enhanced snow that's going to form right in those areas. There's also winter storm watches for Wisconsin. That's for tomorrow with that second disturbance. So here's a closer look at that. Look at Lake Michigan. There's a wind flow out of the south and kind of southwest that forms this afternoon and evening. And so that's going to allow a prominent band of lake effect snow and lake enhanced snow to form off of Lake Michigan. This is going to impact areas like southern Schoolcraft County, Manistee, US 2, going up into Newberry, over along M28 in Luce County, up through that stretch, kind of just west of Whitefish Point. So that's something to kind of watch out for if you're in those areas for the overnight. So this is 11 p.m. Here's that main clipper snow coming through from west to east during the overnight hours. So tomorrow morning, we still start off with some snow in the central and the east end of the UP. And then we get several hours of a break from snow tomorrow, daytime hours. So more snowy in the morning, daytime, not as much. Second disturbance comes in. This mainly impacts the southern UP and Wisconsin tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. And then the lake effect snow develops thereafter near Lake Superior, off of Lake Superior along our north and northwest wind belts. Some prominent bands of lake effect snow likely over into Alger and Schoolcraft counties going into Wednesday night. So overall, it's still going to be relatively active on and off. Now, no major systems, but this is a progressive pattern. So that means that we're going to see several disturbances move in and out of the region on and off at times, bringing in bouts of some snow and some cold. Okay, so there's that. As far as snowfall between tonight going into all the way through about Wednesday or Tuesday night, quick round of 1 to 3 inches of snow tonight. That lake effect band, that prominent one, could result in an excess of 6 to 9 inches of snow in Schoolcraft County and Luce County. Just really is going to depend on exactly the position of that placement of that band of lake effect off of Lake Michigan. Otherwise, 3 to 6 inches for most of the west and the north central sections of the UP. That's coming in over the span of about 2 days or so, with 2 rounds and some lake effect. Plan on slippery conditions regardless and some snow-covered roads. We're not expecting whiteouts or anything like that, but at times it could be a little bit blustery, and that could mean that we could have some blowing snow at times. That could limit visibility. So those are things that you should watch out for and be mindful of going into the next couple of days. Staying below normal for the rest of the week. If you haven't seen the 7-day, this is that 7-day forecast. Generally 20s, but getting back to the teens this upcoming weekend. Mentioned 29 degrees is the normal for us for this time of year. All right, well, that does it. I really hope you have a really great day and that you stay nice, warm, and